is you go from get a NIC card, I can do what the NIC card can handle, to now the NIC is kind of abstracted into a picture of a NIC that the switch looked at, and you're dealing with the function part of the switch rather than function part of the NIC card. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's giving us increased capabilities by using this. So
not necessarily. So the difference is the fundamental difference is you can work with physical hardware as physical hardware.
Right.
Right. So I can deal. So an Intel card ASIC has many of the same functions as a Emulex NIC card's ASIC, but they each have their unique functions they added to their NIC cards.
Right.
Everybody does this, right? They have additional unique functions which work based on who you're dealing with, and they'll have their little aspects and stuff, and that's how you pick NIC cards. In a virtual environment, you don't do that. Even from a CPU point of view, right? When we look at CPUs, hypervisors abstract CPU environments. So regardless of what real CPU you're actually running on, the hypervisor presents a certain virtual kind of CPU the VM can actually use. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with disk. It virtualizes real disk into virtual disks, so the VM sees a representation of what a real disk may be, but that's not necessarily what the real disk is.
Right.
Virtual network does the same thing. So when you have the need to have physical control and access to the NIC card, and you want to virtualize it, where do you virtualize it? You can't virtualize the physical NIC because that's somebody else's technology. Same way you can't virtualize the physical CPU because that's somebody else's technology. The hypervisor does it inside the hypervisor function. From an networking point of view, that function is called a virtual switch. Right? So now the virtual switch today can handle real physical NICs, deal with them as real physical NICs, but it can't provide all the software network virtualization that it would best be able to do if it was part of the vSwitch control, or it can now do it in the vSwitch. Okay? So once I put the control of the NIC within the vSwitch, I have more abstraction capability of what that NIC does. And I become less dependent on the NIC itself. Okay? So a SDN NIC in Hyper-V gives X set of functions. To a lesser or greater extent, those functions aren't dependent on physical NICs. They're virtualized functions.
Okay.
Having said that, there are functions you want to do here which will depend on a physical NIC that can handle doing these functions. So it's not black or white, but the set of functions are a virtualization set of functions, and if the underlying hardware can handle those functions, the virtual switch will deploy them consistently. Okay?
So is SET considered a feature of Hyper-V? Is it considered a protocol?
It is a virtualization feature of the Hyper-V vSwitch.
Okay.
Okay. So what SET specifically addresses is how one teams virtual NIC drivers. Virtual NICs, or NICs per se, right?
Mm-hmm.
So today, without SET, if I wanted high availability, I would get two NIC cards, generally the same type of NIC card, just because regardless of anything, it's really hard to team things which are different.
Right.
So you put two or more of the same kind of card, typically two of the same kind of card into a server. You bring up the IP stack and the interface stack on the OS, and then use a form of NIC bonding technology to bond those NICs together, whether it be what's equivalent to a switch